Hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. Today we are gonna go ahead and do Fatutu's Anecdote. The sea breeze still whispers, which is the title is. Ooh, I think this is gonna be a bit depressing. I think we're gonna do the same as Betty. We have the character. Might as well take a look at her.
I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so grateful you let me stay here.
She's not at 100%, but we could look at it. An arcanist work exhibited in the 1990s for 16 years, completed in spring of September 28th, originally exhibited in Nukateao, South Pacific. Sees Island Whimsy Mineral, Shell Reading, Fragrant Stone, Leafy, Orange Blossom, Green Grass, Fig Leaf, and Guaiac Wood. We can take a look at her, what is it, chit chat? I think that's the thing, yeah.
I've heard so many stories about pirate raids. Pirate radio is all about peace and love. Peace and love. Miss Whiteroom just seems sad. The glory days of pirates are over. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of pirates.
Okay, this is funny. Her imitating Regulus is really funny.
I never used to understand why some people would get on a ship and leave home, never to come back. But now, I'm slowly coming around. They must have had their own reasons, good or bad.
Alright, the item she has is the Ducatel floral accessory and the shell necklace. And... right, yeah, I'm not gonna read all this for now. God damn it. No, Opera, I don't want to update. Alright, so, here we go. The free breeze still whispers. The silent grave. Oh man, this is gonna be a depressing one. They've gone to the depths of the sea. Oh boy, yep, I am so ready for depressing anecdotes. The silent grave. Oh man. Waves lap gently at the reef, just as they always have, washing over the pristine white sands. As the sun sets, plumes of smoke rise from the cozy homes of the islanders. The glowing sea mother's eye lanterns hang high above, shimmering in the dusk, all pointing to the way back home. Fatutu, let's do some final checks on the canoes. Don't want Toa tipping into the sea during tomorrow's race. Oh no, this is before the event.
Leave it to me.
Toa's been rattling with excitement for days. If he falls in, I doubt it'll be the canoe's fault. Besides, brother, you'll be the one that has to dive in after him. He swims a lot faster than I do. The canoes are neatly lined up on the beach, each showing different degrees of wear. Painted and adorned with various Nukateao hands, they stand like a row of strange silent gravestones.
Oh!
We haven't made canoes in a long time.
Yes.
These old ones are enough to carry all the young folks of Nukateao. Paddle out to Ititi, circle around to Miti and Vaipuna, and then we come back to Meli.
Is that so?
Not if you count me. By next year I'll be old enough to paddle too. Hearing the faint mix of complaint and anticipation in his sister's voice, Kamuta falls silent for a moment, as the sea breeze stirs around them.
Listen.
Fatutu, for next year's canoe race around the island, I'll build you a new boat. How about that? We'll find a tree with the straightest trunk, shape the prow just right. Then, when the wind and waves come, you'll ride them like they're a part of you.
But...
Kamuta. Fatutu will have her own canoe, one that no one can catch, because she'll be the fastest on the water. He paints a shining vision of a new canoe, but behind him, a wave looms silently above them, as tall as a mountain, like a curtain of black. Oh no, it's a dream. And it falls. Fatutu. Oh no. She never got to have that canoe, huh? Yep. Brother, Toa, where are you? Where did you go?
Wait.
Wait for me, I'm coming. The sea rises and falls, and the girl's thin voice fades under the rush of waves, but no one answers. The water wraps around her with a familiar weight, and Fatutu knows exactly where it's carrying her.
No.
I want to go home. I've been gone for long. Brother Toa, are you gone now? Fatutu floats through the open sea, eyes straining towards the horizon, where ocean meets sky, unbroken, unending. Her island has sunk beneath the waves. Oh no. Gone. It's all gone. Gone. Miti, Vaipuna, Meli, our islands. I shouldn't have left. Why did I leave? Jesus. Her question is swallowed up like a drop lost in the ocean, without ripple, without reply. Jeez. Yep, it's definitely a sad one. God damn. Fatutu? Wake up! Wake up, Fatutu! It's gonna be Regulus. It's my guess. Damn it, yeah, so it's kind of weird that the suitcase has these types of rooms. Oh no, Salon! Oh no, never mind, I think she died. Kamuta, she's just remembering them. Realizing the nightmare is over, Fatutu immediately shuts her mouth. Oh no, it is Salon. That was another bad dream, wasn't it? Yeah, I think she was basically the sole survivor of the Nukateao, right? Or at least one of the few survivors that didn't put on the mask. Fatutu looks for words, but only nods. Salon lifts her shell necklace, placing one shell gently against Fatutu's forehead. Fatutu lifts her own in reply and presses it to Salon's brow. Swept into the tide, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Let the siren's song not lead me astray, let the nightmare's voice not steal me from my home. The shell's warning keeps me on course, its grooves show me the path. I'll return. I have returned. You taught me that song, remember? Salon's words put Fatutu out of the cold sea of her nightmare at last.
You mean?
That was the day you and Toa snuck out to the sea and got caught in the storm, right? I wanted to pick Oh man, what is that? Compasare. Hold on, I want to take a look at what that is. On Google. And your tab. Compasare. Images? Nope, it doesn't show anything, so I'm gonna guess it's, yeah, the only thing here is like I don't know what this is. A compass? Yeah, it looks like a compass or something. But I highly doubt that's that. Just one more sprig from my sea mother's eye. I didn't listen to the shell's guidance, and I talked Toa into taking me. Our canoe had barely left the shore, but the wind suddenly swept us into the sea. Toa paddled with everything he had, clutching that compasari the whole time. Brother was holding back tears when he realized you were gone. He was so worried. Remember how you and Toa got such a scolding? For a long while after, I was terrified, afraid of making it back. Afraid that making it back had just been a dream. Afraid that maybe the ocean had taken Toa after all. So you sang to me. I will return, I have returned. Salon, how are you doing now? I mean, since we came here, we don't live as closely as we used to. Aww. It's not an easy question to answer. Yeah, I'd imagine. Can you imagine the trauma of just losing all your friends, your family, your people, basically? Only like, I don't know how many survived, but so far I've only seen 2. Before offering each other comfort, the 2 friends begin to feel how small their tribe is now and how fragile. Salon's tears fall hot on Fatutu's arms, cooling over her tan skin. Fatutu pulls her in tightly, their shell necklace knocked together in a soft sound. I'm sorry, Fatutu. At least it's nice here. I've learned to write their language. I've been to their library. I've learned so much of the outside world. But it's nothing like we imagined. We believed in those stories so much we never thought to understand what was really out there. We never thought we'd leave. Even when we knew how it would all end. I miss Toa. I miss Kamuta. I miss our island, our home. Slow rivers of tears carve across Fatutu's skin, sharp with grief. She pats Salon's back. She can do nothing else. Trying to hold back their shared sorrow is like standing against a falling wave. I'm here, Salon. We won't lose each other again. Brother and Toa have already reached where they're meant to be. Their souls rest in the depths of the sea. They aren't truly lost. They'll always be there to watch over us. Is that true? They feel hollow, like she's not sure what to believe anymore, but they feel like the right words to say to keep her friend and her afloat.
Leave it to me.
Our home, our island, it will survive, as long as we do. Oh man. Yeah, home isn't the place, it's the people type thing, huh? Sonetto stops quietly, a paper form in her hand signed with a small, careful writing. Timekeeper, Miss Fatutu has submitted a request. She's asking for a form of arcane skill that can put her in a peaceful sleep. Or if not possible, then any medicine that might help. Oh, if she wants to have a sleepless dream or something like that, huh? Medicine. She's been
not
plagued by
sure.
nightmares. She didn't explain what they were about. Perhaps she didn't want to relive them.
I see.
Yeah, I can understand her pain. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure she does. Did she say anything else? No, Timekeeper. She passed the form and left without a word. I must know that Miss Fatutu's request was written exceptionally well. By the book, really. Not many people manage to be that precise. The Foundation's forms are painfully tedious. It's nothing short of remarkable that Fatutu managed to navigate through them herself.
Alright.
I'll see what I can do to streamline the application and approval process for everyone in this case. We don't need to be burdened with this kind of unnecessary paperwork.
Well...
As for your friend Fatutu, our friend Fatutu, if she wants to rid herself of memory she no longer wants to revisit, then I think there might be a better way than arcane skill or medication.
It's fine.
But it'll take time. Therapy? Is Kakani gonna do some therapy on Fatutu? The Anatomy of Pain. Goddamn these titles. Give me a remedy that sends me into a slumber, or better yet, back to the good old days. No, Toa, brother! I'm coming to save you. Is she in the somnambulism thing that Vertin was in chapter 3? The storm is coming. The shell. Our island. I'm sorry. Fatutu lies on the examination bed, eyes shut tight, brows furrowed, mumbling in her sleep, fighting against the weight of her dreams. It's strange to see Miss Fatutu look like this. I don't know if I've ever seen her so troubled. She peered through the window, watching with a quiet worry. Timekeeper, it's strange. When she's awake, she never shows any sadness at all. Oh, she knows how to hide it, honey. Even when she first submitted her request, she didn't seem afraid or sad. I felt oddly clinical, like she was only asking for cough syrup. She's been so warm and kind to everyone else. She's never let on about this, even as she was doing so much to help others. I suppose I just don't understand her. If she's hurting so much inside, why wouldn't she let us know?
So,
Timekeeper.
is that...
Could it be that she still doesn't trust us?
Well...
Asking for our help may not be her first instinct right now. The Foundation looks out for everyone. All she had to do was ask.
I
had hoped she would want to be friends. Oh, Soneto.
trust me.
I'm sure she does in her own way. We just need to give her more time. We'll be here for her, but she has to settle in first. Learn to feel safe. Understood. Let's hope Mesmer Jr.'s artificial somnambulism therapy can help Miss Fatutu recover. Yep, it's exactly what Vertin was in Chapter 3. You may not want to set your expectations too high. This treatment is far from a panacea. The therapist steps from the recovery room, pristine as ever, speaking plainly and without pretense. I've evaluated this patient earlier. I had been prepared to guide her into a dream state, but before I could begin, she already entered one on her own. It's just as you see here. But there's nothing too so complex about her nightmares. Nothing that requires artificial somnambulism therapy. This is nothing less than pure and unfiltered homesickness.
I'm
Is there
not
any other
sure.
way to ease Miss Fatutu to Spain? Only if the storm brings back the islands. And even then, it's not going to be the same. Ease her pain.
I reject.
As I said, you may be overestimating our capabilities, or perhaps I should say, underestimating the nature of her suffering. I would never argue that artificial somnambulism therapy is anything other than a remarkable leap in science. It's helped countless behavioral issues caused by the storm paranoia, compulsions, violence, those things, yes. But it can't erase or even relieve the pain. At best, dream guiding might offer a momentary distraction from the nightmares, but it would be false comfort, escapism. We can rely on artificial somnambulism to save her. The rebuke leaves no room for argument.
I was not sure.
Miss Mesmer, are you saying you won't treat Fatutu? I'm saying I have no treatment suitable for her. All I can do is offer some help. Falling asleep. I wouldn't recommend anything more than hot bath and a cup of warm milk.
I see. Good.
She'll wake up soon. Despite what I've said, I believe she is capable of overcoming the pain. But there's nothing more I can do to help. With that, the no-nonsense therapist returns and walks away, leaving no opening for further questions. Fatutu. Her gaze lingers on the girl beside her. Then, without a word, she looks away, again, quietly, unnoticed. There must be something we can do. Let me think. Some things can't be undone, like glass shattering across the floor, too broken to piece back together. Their present problem seems like just as daunting. Side by side, the two lean against the wall in silence. They are searching for a way to heal something as abstract as heartache. Yet suddenly, footsteps interrupt their thoughts, light, hurried like wind, chimes jiggling with urgency. Oh, of course Barcarola, yeah, she's part of the same patch, and... Alright, Fatutu.
No.
What is Fatutu? Is she in here? Wrapped asleep in someone's hand, eyes wide with concern. Before anyone can answer, she had already flung herself towards the window, peering in at Fatutu lying on the recovery bed. She presses up the glass. Fatutu, wake up, Fatutu. Miss Barcarola. Soneto starts to step forward, but a hand reaches to stop her. Her superior gives her a slight shake of her head. Wait. I have something very important to tell you, Fatutu. Her voice reaches through the Fatutu. Fatutu stirs from her bed. Her eyes flutter open, softly reaching for the calling voice. You're awake, Fatutu. She leaps forward like a dolphin sailing over a sunlit wave, in an irrepressible notion. Barcarola. Shadow. Who else would it be?
Fantastico.
Time to wake up. There's something far more important than sleep to be done now. What is it? It's trade season. The trade season is just about to begin. Oh, I see. Lanterns in the night. Light the hall. Let not the musician play in the dark. The Festival of Trade sparks a lively wave of chatter. The atmosphere shifts entirely.
Is that so?
There's a trade season here too? I never knew. Oh, I see. I think they're just trying to replicate her feeling of home by making it also a trade season and something, things like that. Exactement. Oh, wait, no, that's French. Certamente. I think that's more of a Spanish thing. Certamente. I think that's more Italian accents. Think about it. When you used to trade for your goods, you would be passed along through more trades and end up even farther places. With so many goods and people moving around, it's only natural to hold a festival here. I guess that kinda makes sense. It makes complete sense, Fatutu. Just think. Now, of course, not every place people trade is like your island, so there aren't any ships around, but it's really very similar. The one we have here is called, She darts her hands backwards. Her nimble fingers portray an obvious message with a precise and desperate notion. Help. The Suitcase Trade Fair. Yep, this is definitely last minute.
Fantastical.
Yes. The Suitcase Trade Festival. What a lovely name. Simple, but with a solid musical quality. And out there, it's not just a Nukateao trade season. The Suitcase Trade Fairs. There's also so many more, like the Gem Sparkle Fair, the Fruit Show Market, the Lakeside Market, the Second-Hand Beach. All year round, there's always another market.
You mean?
For the whole year? Then when do outsiders ever stop?
Oh, how interesting.
We don't. Everyone's always on the move, from one trade season to the next, round and round.
But...
That's... The island girl's eyes widen. The sights and sounds of the outside world leave her momentarily stunned. That's incredible. Back home, once the trade season ended and the ships left, we stopped thinking about it entirely. We'd go back to repairing our fishing boats and keeping the pests out of the fruit trees. We'd prep our canoes for the races, sort out the polishing shells, or kick a ball around before the sun set down. We wouldn't think about it again until the ships returned, and then the sailors and merchants would trade our fish, fruit and crafts for their goods. We always just waited for someone to come and trade with us. Nukateao people need time to live our lives, time to relax.
Oh?
Ma certo. But the trade season is more important to the Nukateao people, isn't it? It's still important to the Nukateao people, isn't it?
Yes.
Of course. During trade season we trade for medicine, tobacco and dyes. Once I traded for some little ceramic flowers that I shared with Salon, one for each of us. And once a butterfly made of tin, but the sea air rusted it away only a few days later. Oh yeah, tin does not deal well with salt water air. The trade season has always meant a lot to the Nukateai. Kindred spirits. Barcarola lights up and clasps Fatutu's hands in hers, as if anchoring herself to a newfound certainty. And the Suitcase Trade Fair is important too.
Oh, how interesting.
We'll have a huge festival, 2 days long, with vendors, customers, and everyone involved. Hearing this, the usual composed Sonetto draws a sharp breath. That is why she's like, oh no, what? We have to organize all this. That's why, Fatutu, we truly need you. The passionate young musician locks eyes with her, holding such a sincere, joyful gaze that Fatutu can't help but grab her hand.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything I can help with, I'll do my best. If the Suitcase Trade Fair is anything like the Nukateao trade season, then it's nothing like it. The musician energy surges into a crescendo, in a tempo impossible to fully keep up with. What I mean is, we haven't got nearly enough goods to sell. We need to design our invitation, and the venue setup still needs to be figured out. When it comes to holding a trade fair, we're nowhere near as experienced as the Nukateai. But we're already moving at full speed, ahead with preparations, and I... She pats her chest with elegant pride. I intend to grace this trade fair with a musical performance, a show for the ages. Now, Fatutu, we have but one major problem. What kind of problem? The flurry of energy comes crashing to a focal point. Fatutu seems unable to imagine what sort of problem there could be. We must light up the night.
Oh no.
You see, the suitcase trade fair said the last 2 days and one night, but we have run into some issues because we don't have a light for the night time. The gifted musician is nearly as capable at improvising events as she is with music, but still trips over a sour note. Luckily, someone else is able to carry the tune.
I'm sorry.
Here's the situation. We have a researcher in the wilderness who's using our backup power for some experiments.
I think so.
I suspect his energy surge usage has gone well beyond what he noted in his official application. Wait, okay, so the wilderness is an actual place in the suitcase. Okay, I guess that's interesting to know, and people just come and go experiment. I mean, you're just flirting bluffing, but still.
Well...
And more than that, we have a woman here who depends on a steady supply of power to keep her medical devices operating. Oh yeah! Poor girl. Oh my god, Cristallo, yeah. As you can see, we're in a predicament. The energy reserves inside the suitcase aren't quite stretched. We can provide lighting from sunset to about 10 PM, but after that... She subtly shifts her gaze towards the musician. The bow is rosened, and the stage is hers once more. After that, we'll be cast into total darkness.
What a shame.
In the dark, vendors won't see their crates, customers won't see the goods, and no one will be able to see me playing. An unspeakable tragedy, I'm sure you'll agree. Just imagining a lonely, pitch-black performance is enough for her to conjure a well of tears in the corner of her eyes. Hands still held tightly in the musician's delicate grip, Fatutu can help but start worrying alongside her.
Leave it to me.
I have an idea. We can make sea mother's eyes, just like we did on the boats. They'll stay lit all night long. If we make enough of them, it can light up the festival long after it gets dark. She reaches over to wipe away Barcarola's tears. The gesture is natural, unthinking, intimate. I'll even set up an extra sea mother's eyes around your stage. That way, everyone will be able to see you, shine like a star above the ocean as you play. Aw, Fatutu. Barcarola's tears come to a sudden stop, and she looks deeply into her friend's eyes. Then, she throws her arms around her with an emotional hug, bursting with even louder sobs. Oh, you're just... The words stumble out like notes from a melody she never quite finishes. In the end, she still can't say exactly what kind of girl this islander is. Aww. They're doing this for Fatutu's sake. They're making an improvised festival, trade season just for her, and making up problems that Fatutu can fix to help. Oh man, that is sweet. The last compass grass, our guide through storms and waves. Strips of palm bark cover the ground. Bundled compass. Oh my god, really? You have to. Compassares, seal jars, venom oil, and basket of clean white shells. A handcrafted windmill turning in the breeze. A box of pigment ground from scorched reef rock. An ukateai, and a musician who sailed with the tide. Fatutu, look! She holds a piece of tree bark to her face, peering through 2 tiny holes like a child discovering something new.
Oh, that looks like so much fun!
I found one too. Fatutu finds another piece of bark that's in front of her face and speaks through it through the carrot mouthhole. It looked like I'm from the forest. Does that mean I'm a druid? The strange new story, an unfamiliar world, a clumsy pronunciation. Okay, so it is meant to be druid.
Oh, is that so?
You've been reading?
Yes.
Solon was teaching me. It's fun to read all the world stories. I'm still learning, so I'm not very fast, but they talk about so many things I've never even heard before. You're doing
Fantastico.
amazing already, Fatutu. She follows Fatutu's instructions, untying the compensare and digging each strand into the oil one by one. This shell is very special, I must say. Compared to... oh wait, smell? Yeah. Compensare have many uses. It's a medicinal herb. It helps with stomach pain, inflammation, warts. Before the ships ever came to Nukateao, we often used it to help cure ourselves. We were the first... when we first started trading with outsiders for their medicine, many of the elders entrusted they called it poison. They only believed in our island's herbs. But compensare alone can heal everything. She learned the importance of having medicine on hand many times over during her sea voyages. To Nukateai, endurance is a virtue. If you get sick at sea, there's no shore to dock at. You can't stop. We ride out storms and waves, cast out nets, haul the catch, and return home when they're full. Even if you're hurt, you do your part. When you're back on the island, your kin will heal you.
Oh?
Have you gone through something like that?
Yes.
Yes, we were out at sea and a lightning storm hit. The whole sky turned blood red and lightning split the waves. Oh, flashback. Everyone was soaked. The boat pitched high and we clung to the rails with all we had, but so we wouldn't fall overboard. Barcarola can help but picture in a vivid detail. She had seen how terrifying a storm can be on the open sea, but that was in the relative safety of a cruise liner. I heard lightning strike a crate. It cracked open, and our hollow fruits and red snappers roll into the sea. It was the scariest trip I've ever had.
Oh no.
How did you make it back?
Oh.
We simply shut our eyes and sailed through the storm. We put a charm made from burned compensare root. It helped keep lightning away. Barcarola runs her fingers over the root with her hand. Its twisted shape soft but dry to the touch. Before we left, we consulted with the shelf guidance. Told us we returned safely. But the shell doesn't tell what will happen, only how it ends. When we got back, I looked at the roots. They turned to black ash, and the wind had carried them away. Wow. I never imagined those leafy things could be so magical. Compensare. She picks one from Barcarola's hand. The dried plant curls slightly. Its leaves dulled without water. A compensare's use depends on how it's grown. On Nukateao, there are many types. The kind used for sea mother's eye is the most common. It needs sunlight, so we plant it in bright places. It stores the sunlight during the day and glows during the dark. When we return from the sea, the light of these sea mother eyes leading us back to safety. The kind that wards off lightning is planted high up, in places where it can witness lightning firsthand. That's how it learns to avoid it. We climbed to the highest cliffs on the island and scattered the seeds there. The medicinal kind, well, some we grow in the shoreline, some near fruit trees, and others have to be planted directly in the sea. She lists the growing method one by one, but her voice sinks as she continues. These are the last compensare. Oh. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. The island's gone, and there aren't many left, huh? The last? Yes, the very last from Nukateao. After this, we won't plant them again. We won't grow them anymore. Her hand suddenly trembles as she holds this fading piece of home. Oh, Fatutu, but are you sure? Can we really use these for Sea Mother's eyes? Just to light up the fair trade? Is that really okay?
Leave it to me.
Of course it is. She smiles, though it doesn't quite reach where it should. Salone and the other Nuketai, we all agreed already. Miss Timekeeper, our friend in the suitcase, and the Foundation staff, they all helped us so much. We want to do this. We should do this. Letting these Compassare light the Sea Mother's eyes once more is a beautiful ending for them. If we just leave them tied up in a corner, they'll just be regular grass, not the Compassari of Nukateao. But... She can't see her friend is speaking with conviction. Miss Barcarola, the Sea Mother's eyes will light up your stage. I am so very happy about that. Let's finish these together, okay? Just like we did on the boat. Oh, sweetheart. God damn it, she is... Damn. Oh, man. Man, I really feel for her. Lost everyone. Damn it, most people in the suitcase are traumatized, but like, god damn. Seeing your entire people be manipulated and transformed to goo, basically, and even having to fight them in the sea breeze, and now the few survivors that didn't don the mask or join the Manus are here in a new world all alone. I was sure we got help from Timekeeper and some of the Foundation, but still. Oh man, it must be devastating for them, Jesus. Right, I think I'm gonna do a little quick break. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit, and I'll be right back. I'll just stitch the videos together. See you in a bit. Alright, we're back. I have my water, and, we're gonna go ahead to Nature's Solution. Like all good stories, this one has a wise druid too. Oh, is Druvis gonna show up? It's been a while since we saw her. This looks like Sophobe's bedroom. The night is quiet. A melodic knock raps on the door, careful and a little hesitant. With a soft click, the door opens on its own, spilling out a warm yellow glow. She peeks her face in, almost like a dolphin, bobbing her head out of the water. A figure is waiting under the lamplight, just like the story said. Calm as a tree.
Ow.
Green eyes look into hers. Patient, ready to listen. Pardon me, I know it's late. I worried you might already be resting. There she is. No need to be so formal, Miss Musician. Nightfall is the only time she could squeeze in to come visit the reclusive lady. I have a question, and it's really quite important to me, so...
I understand.
If it concerns me, I'm happy to offer what help I can. Please ask. Barcarola twists her fingers into her skirt. The ham bunches in her hand. The druid before her holds a quiet authority. She hopes for, but also fears the answer. Miss Juvis, I wanted to know if there is a way to transplant Compassare. That's what I figured. Even a short rest between beats make her heart clench. You mean you want to grow Compassare inside the suitcase? Yes, if that's possible. Even in my time, it was rare. It only grows on remote islands far away. For a short time, plants like those became madly popular. Then, not long after, really, they were replaced by pills and miracle elixirs. The lady walks alongside creeping vines and silent trunks as she combs her memories. I suppose it was a matter of patience. There aren't many willing to wait around for a plant to grow. That's part of why, even when trade reaches those islands, Compassare never made its way beyond them.
And
I'm afraid that plants, like people, have homelands. Compassare cannot thrive anywhere else. The answer strikes Barcarola with all the force of a broken string in the middle of a performance, and carries with it the same hot panic. You mean there's no way at all? I don't know oh my god. I don't know much about plants, but what if I'm very careful, like incredibly super careful? Even if I might only grow one. Plants are much bigger than you might imagine. Perhaps you might plant it here, yes, but whatever grows from those seeds would no longer be compasar. You mean it's just be a normal grass?
Yes.
The people of Nucateao know their soil. They grow their compasar in ways passed down for generations. It's more than just grass, it's an integral part of their culture. And culture cannot be so easily transplanted, yeah. But what about Fatutu? She used the last compasar to make those sea mother's eye. It's my fault. A quiet sigh. You came here for your friend. I wanted to help her, but everything seemed more simple in my head. Your friend already came to see me earlier. Oh!
Yes.
She knew the nature of compasar. She knew that what would happen when it... Oh my god. She knew what would happen when it left the island. Still, she asked me whether there are any magic that could help compasar... keep compasar alive outside its home. It was a simple, beautiful wish. One heartbreaking to answer.
I understand.
She thought I might be like a druid from a story. Oh my god. She thought I might be like a druid from a story she read. Someone who could do anything. She placed her hopes in me. If we were truly inside a story, I would rewrite this chapter for her. But the story of nature can only be written by nature itself. Aw, man. Thank you, Miss Juvis. A vine curls up to her shoulder. It opens leaves. Oh my god. It opens leaves brushing her cheeks. A small tree planted nearby, stirred awake by arcane energy, gently offers its presence. This is a lumen tree. Its leaves and buds can glow. Break off a twig and place it in water. It will grow roots. Once the roots clump, plant them in soil, and the branch will grow back into a tree. Perhaps we will help you light up the night. Aww. The water in the vase gently ripples as the lumen branch sways. Following guidance from her nature-loving friend, she trims the branch at slanted angles, finds a slender naked vase tucked away in the corner, and fills it with clear water. Sure enough, it begins to glow, lighting up a small corner of the room. The event is drawing near. She intends to bring this glow branch with her today, hoping it will soothe the ripple of Fatutu's heart. Aww.
Fantastico.
Maybe this means we won't need to use as much of their compasar. Fatutu. Fatutu? Huh? The room where they were making sea mother's eyes together is empty now. All the sea mother's eyes have been completed, neatly lined up against the wall. The palm bark shells are finely woven, carefully crafted, decorated with white seashells, and seamlessly merged with the compasar's roots. She finished them already. Did she even sleep? Where did she go? She rushes out of the room like a stirring wind.
Huh?
Miss Barcarola. I can't find Fatutu. Miss Fatutu. We promised to make those sea mother's eyes together, but she finished all of them during the night, and now she's gone. Senator frowns, thinking.
I'm clear.
Today's the suitcase trade fair. There'll be more people around than usual. Let's split up and ask around, see if anyone's seen her. Great. Her skirt flutters behind her as she dashes off in the search of her friend. An open-air campsite is starting to take shape in the impromptu suitcase trade fair. Half-open crates, rolled-up clothes, signs, standing lamps, little tents. Barcarola weaves through the scattered clutter, as Fatutu's name lies coiled in her tongue. So long as Fatutu can hear me, she won't just stay quiet. Oh, she inhales deeply, building up the voice that could rival any instrument, just about to shout. When a hand taps her on the shoulder. Miss Barcarola, don't shout. The gasp of air chokes her all at once, and she's left coughing uncontrollably. The culprit gently pats her back, waiting for the coughing to settle.
Well,
We found Fatutu. Is she alright? Is she safe? I think she needs a bit of time to herself, so that I choose not to disturb her. She'll reach out again when the time is right. Would you be willing to be there when that moment comes? Barcarola's feet answers faster than her mouth. She leaves behind only the sign of her retreating back and a voice drifting from the far. Of course I would. Aww. Honestly, this anecdote is just cute and depressing at the same time. It's incredible. Alright, part 6. The longest necklace. Why hasn't my spirit shell cracked yet? Oh man, they're going back to depression, huh? The stillness of the girl sitting in front of her contrasts with the rush of her arrival. The lake lies quiet, holding a long, wordless note. Miss Barcarola. She pauses. Her shell necklace hangs low, her fingers run over its ridges again and again, finding deep and familiar grooves. I remember you once said you made the decision to leave your home all by yourself. The ocean breeze swept across the deck that night as 3 girls shared secrets. Some carried their clothes, others left them drift. What did that feel like? Faced with a calm and direct question, Barcarola allows herself to slip into memory. She remembered when she chose to leave, standing in the plaza of the Cremona, looking out towards the river, picturing the open sea beyond. A white dove took flight, skimming past rooftops. By the time it flapped again, she felt she was already aboard. Oh man. Wind in her hair, heart soaring. She had never imagined someone would ask her this. Perhaps to everyone else, the answer seemed obvious. A daring musician who sailed the waves should be fearless. But her friend is from a world so different from her own, the answer she gives must feel like just as strange. She hesitates. The moment hangs like the second before a symphony. It was what I wanted. I felt happy. In Cremona, all anyone would ever talk about was play the violin. I didn't want to hear just one instrument my whole life. I wanted to go everywhere, find every instrument in the world, to hear them, to play them. That was my dream, and still is. I think home means something different to everyone. Cremona means something else to me now than it did then. I do miss it sometimes. You could say it was only after leaving Cremona that I came to miss it at all. Fatutu slinks her head into her shoulders. Her shells are clinking between her fingers. You're right. We lived on our island, knowing nothing of the world beyond. And because of that, we never wondered what the outside world was like. We were content with what was in front of us. The Nukutai don't sway away from home for long. We only ever set one course. Maybe it does mean something different. For us, it was the thing we were most afraid of losing. Afraid of drifting away from it, never to see it again. Tutu? When we went out to sea, when we fished or planted, we only ever dealt with our own kin. We never trusted the merchants we traded with. They were always outsiders to us. Then, when the island sank, we felt we had to trust. But we trusted the wrong people, and we lost our way. I started doubting things the moment I stepped onto that ship. I remember, you were already starting to think maybe the outside world wasn't as scary as they said. She nods, almost imperceptibly. I saw how the crew would cry out to one another when their faces so full of joy, like how Nukotai smile after the trade season. I saw that girl, the other musician girl from the suitcase. She had her own ship. She stood there so proud and so striking. The other musical girl from the who? Who is she talking about? And then I saw you, Barcarola. People boarded the Free Breeze. Oh, right, it's Regulus. Never mind. Yeah, of course it's Regulus. I was trying to figure out which characters were in the Sea Breeze. Yeah, Regulus was there, of course, sir. People boarded the Free Breeze from all over the world, and they all stopped to listen to your music. Her words ring with so much sincerity that the musician can't quite bring herself to face her friend. Fatutu looks out over the lake in a stare that feels calm but tangled, like a knotted rope that's come loose only to twist again. Then I thought, if this world really is full of hate and despair, why is everyone here so happy? And if we were wrong, and the world wasn't cruel, why did it swallow our island whole? I don't think it was anyone's fault. We just lived through a storm, the likes of which no one has ever seen. A storm that dragged nearly everyone into the depths without mercy. When I first left, all I really wanted was to see what instruments people in other lands played and what kinds of music they played. But before I could even find those instruments, I saw the passengers instead, and I saw them. They were happy. I also noticed that so often their first requests were to ask for me to play something from their homeland. Sometimes it brought them comfort, sometimes it didn't. She remembers those passengers, caught in moments of joy, followed by long, aching silences. I realized that there was no one in the world who was truly happy all the time. We all carry a little regret and a little sadness inside us. Oof, boy, isn't that the truth. My god. You're right. That's something you only understand once you've set sail beyond your own shores. Even so, knowing all this, we paid too high a price. They did indeed. They got deceived, and they paid a price for it. She lifts her shell necklace, each piece a different shape, worn smooth by time. In Ukateao, when you trust someone, you carefully pick out a shell, polish it with care, and add it to their necklace. You can tell who is the most loved by who has the longest necklace. Oh, that's the name of the part. It would trail to their ankles, then wrap around their necks once, twice, 3 times. She had one of those long shell necklaces, a symbol of the trust from the Nukutai. I always dreamed of having the longest necklace. And we'd always be Nukuteao, with my brother, Toa and Silon. We'd always be there together. She'd hold her head steady, as if trying to keep her gaze from falling into the deep water ahead. Until at last, she can't carry the weight anymore. She folds the waist, falling like a wilting leaf. She buries her face in her hands, and trembles. Tears stream out through her fingers, falling one by one into the lake. Oh, baby. It became a deep and sorrowful sob. Man. Poor Fatutu, Jesus Christ. I always fear that my brother... Oh my god, I can't read. I always fear that my brother... Oh my god, what my brother told me. If we stayed away from... my god, I really can't read. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. I always fear that what my brother told me. That if we stayed away from home too long, the shells would crack and never be whole again. He's gone now. Toa's gone. We left Nukateao, and those shells, they're still gone. Kamuta, brother, I wish more than anything that what you said was true. I really, really do wish it were. God damn. Dude, I can already tell this is. Oh, I'm almost tearing up. Jesus, man. There it is. Oh, she has... Oh, that is cute. Oh my god. That is Regulus, that is Barcarola. My guess is that one of these is Verton, and the other is probably Sonero. These are the people who went with her in the sea breeze. Alright, let's go to the Suitcase Trade Fair. Home is near. Oh. Oh man. It's just two more things. I can't be that sadder now.
Timekeeper?
Are these all the things you plan to trade with Trade Fair?
Yes.
Yes. There were only books I could find that were still in decent shape. Advanced Clock Repair. The Beauty of Poetic Cadence. Mastering the Art of Communication. Sonero glances over the titles and flickers of surprise in her eyes. Have you read all of this, Timekeeper?
Correct.
I finished them. Oh no, Verton. Mastering the Art of Communication. Oh, Advanced Clock Repair? Yeah, okay, that's funny. Sonero flips through the books. The passages are crisp, clearly read, but well preserved, almost new. What are you holding there, Sonero? Oh, just some collage journals. I decorated the covers. She seems unsure how to explain her creations, opening the covers, closing them again, then opening them once more. You can paste anything on the blank pages inside. There are no rules.
I see.
I remember you used to make these back at school. Yes, Timekeeper, it was a habit of mine.
I look forward to it.
I'm sure someone at the trade fair will like them. I hope so. Timekeeper, Miss Barcarola told me she and Fatutu are preparing some things to trade as well. Honestly, this is kind of cute to see what hobbies these people have. Verton likes to read about clock repairs and help to communicate with other people. Sonero likes doing collages. That's kind of cute. This is all thanks to you and Miss Barcarola, and I never imagined we'd be hosting a trade fair here. She looks at the stalls, taking shape. Each one is fitted with the sea mother's eye, waiting to be lit under the afternoon sun. So many people showed up today. Oh, watch out for the potion oh my god, I'm giving her an Irish accent for no reason. Watch out for the potion chest. There are still new startle hoppers in there for my potion ingredients. They'll guarantee that Miss Sotheby's booth is the highlight of. Oh my god, what the hell? This Jig Jong. Is that no, that can't be. What the hell is that? Trade fair. Also, my telephone charm. It has to hang right in the center. Little Typhon will bring me tons of customers. Miss Sotheby, please keep a close eye on your belongings. Oh, Miss Newable. My dear alchemist, you simply must take a look at these newly bred critters. Intelligent, docile, and perfect for potion testing. Oh boy. Oh, darling, don't worry. Today's just for demonstration. I wouldn't dream of going all out. A lively voice calls out from the side. Of course you're here. Welcome, welcome. With funds presently dwindling, I've been forced to liquidate some of my most beloved inventions. Oh, X. Around-the-clock paperless printer. Critter footprint transfer analyzer. Pixel conversion something. Cash accepted. As well trades from for worldly inventions. Pixel conversion lenses. What, you converge something into pixel? The crowd swells, and the place is buzzing. The first ever Suitcase Trade Fair officially begins. A gentle melody floats through the air, opening the day's celebration. Barcarola plays her crackling box. Some stop to listen, others pass by, eager to browse the bustling stalls. Some hesitate, some haggle, and more still are drawn by the stall beside her. See Mother's Eye from the Nukateao, shell necklaces, conches, whistles, woven walking sticks, and the people who brought them from Nukateao. These are handmade items from the sea, drawn eyes from all around. One after another, visitors gather at the stall. Welcome! Come to see what Nukateao has to offer. These necklaces and the sticks are hand-woven. These shells once kept us safe in the sea. Barcarola shifts with a cheerful tune, lifting spirits even higher. We welcome all traders, all trades and traders. Browse for whatever you like. Little by little, items are taken and more are left behind. lifting Nukateao's stall. As dust settles, team mothers pass from hand to hand, lighting every corner of the outdoor site. Whenever the musician plays, the light burns a little brighter. A looming branch, newly sprouted and finding its roots, stands in a slender, necked vase. Two sea mother eyes carved with musical motifs lie near it with special decorations. There are three little typhon lanterns, traded between Sophie and Fatutu, sway gently, something, besides, with the music, besides.
Solid
Oh,
proposal.
Lucy. In bartering, where value is judged on the spot, estimations of a trade final worth must be assessed for future use. Number of items requiring high volume, 0. Internal suitcase power supply usage, 20%. Ranking, low. Are you done auto-scrolling, please? Okay.
Perhaps.
Consider your energy use here adequately compensated. Thank you for your generosity, Madam Lucy. Don't sweat it. Hearing Lucy say don't sweat is a bit weird. Before midnight, everything the Nukata had brought to trade is gone. Miss Fatutu. Timekeeper, there are a lot of things to trade. Are those what you got from the fair? She sees a few books, neatly tucked at Timekeeper's side. Just the ones that didn't get traded.
Oh,
I see. Timekeeper, I saved the shell necklace for you. Aww. A necklace strung with shells, a dazzling array of shapes and colors, delicate and distinct. This one follows the traditional Nukateao style more closely. Timekeeper, all of us are truly grateful for you and the Foundation for letting us stay here. For Fatutu and all of us to have a new home, we are so thankful. Yes, those complicated forms, we never would have filled them out without your help. Oh boy, I can imagine. Especially that little library registration. Of course. Are any of you interested in these books? The Islanders squint at the titles, trading thoughts and guesses about their meaning. Clock, repair. Ah, for the machine they used to tell time. Fatutu steps closer, a question shining in her eyes. Timekeeper, I've been meaning to ask you something. A long time ago, my brother told me that if a Nukatea were to ever leave their home, their shell would crack. Oh, she's wondering why it didn't. Because she's always home, huh? She runs her fingers along her necklace. Each shell remains intact and unbroken. I never quite understood if he meant it. We never ventured far enough to see. She passes the necklace to Timekeeper. Even under the night sky, it gleams under the Sea Mother's eye. A quiet, distant power still flows within, tracing every line, gliding through its grooves. I can feel it. Could it be that your brother was right? It's just that you never left your home. Aww. Oh man. That's why it's still home. The island girl doesn't seem to have a reply or a reaction ready. Until a Nukatai voice calls her name. Fatutu, Timekeeper, we've decided. We're keeping this one. Mastering the art of communication. They walk over to Fatutu, wearing smiles that are as familiar to her as the grooves of her shells. She sees them in the bonfire, on the beach, open wine and song, in riding the ocean wind. They always knew they would go home. I had to interrupt a little bit because I had a call coming. Anyways, where were we? Alright, we're over here. Got it. Because it was always beneath their feet, behind them, or just ahead. Could it be that's wonderful. You never left home. Home was your family, your people all around you. Ah, that's a nice message, I will say. A new home. The sea breeze still whispers.
oh,
Salone, did you finish your book? I did, but I didn't understand most of it. Yeah, it's understandable. It's a new language and everything. You're not gonna understand everything all at once. It says when facing different people, you use different greetings and even different smiles.
What?
I get the greeting part, but I've never noticed how smiles can be different. The book says lift your eyebrows and curl your lips up like this. She lifts the corner of her mouth with her finger, trying to mimic the motion, then drops her hand and laughs.
You mean?
I get it. Remember how brother used to laugh like that when he had just caught a fish, or when he was climbing a tree for fruit and fell out? That was another laugh, all wobbly and silly. It did seem to help the pain. Maybe we need to learn this silly kind of laugh to feel better. All we really need to do is learn to laugh again. Aww. Like this. She lets out a bold, familiar laugh. Sounds just like the old days. No one needs to teach us how to laugh. Exactly. The Nukatai people have always known. Have always known how. But calm like ripples in the sound of laughter.
When the first proverb appears on the shell, we reach the shores of elsewhere. The island, the upturned palm of Mother Sea.
The once driven boat now beds itself in the golden sand.
When the second proverb appears on the shell, we kindle the fire, the crackling warmth, the spark of hope.
The joyful people are long blessed as one.
When the third proverb appears on the shell, we accept the sea's gift, the rolling waves, the plentiful fish.
The cool sea breeze cradles us. Fatutu, I'm heading back to the library. I'm going to start a new book. I'll tell you about it next time.
Oh,
That clock repair book was interesting after all. We're going to try our hands at it. Took us all day to read one page.
that's awesome.
What a project. The people of Nukateao head off again, busy with their new lives. Fatutu remains behind, facing out at the water of the lake. Her hand reaches out for her chest to a shell necklace that holds new pieces. It's the ones we see in the CG. There we go. A music note pin dancing between waves. A miniature vintage record. A collage stamp showing the Four Seasons. Yeah, this is Sonero, yeah. A delicate silver pocket watch on a single chain. This is Yverton, yeah. Together they form a part of a brand new necklace. The island girl closes her eyes, wondering where the wind might carry her, and softly hums a tune. Swept into the tide, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Let the siren's song not lead me astray, let nightmare's voice not steal me from my home. The shell's warning keep on course, its groove show me the path. I will return. I have returned. Aww. Oh man. Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, this was a heavy one, but it ended on a happy note. I quite like the message. It said, "Your home is not a place; it's a people." Man, I really can't say much of anything right now. Oh my god. Yeah, it was very good. Oh man. everyone trying to help Fatutu deal with her problems. Her friend with the salon trying her best as well. The Nukatea moving on, trying to learn clock repairs is interesting. The Free Breeze survivors, I guess you could call them, trying to help Fatutu acclimate. It was very interesting, I will say. It did expand Fatutu's story more than her character story. Her character story didn't actually do much, honestly. At least I don't think it did. It was just a mini game. So yeah, this is a lot better. In terms of interludes, in terms of anecdotes, it's definitely up there. Let me see. Of all of those that I played of anecdotes, I think this one's at the top. Yeah, I think this is my favorite one. That all of them that I played. Yeah, I will say this with everything. This is my favorite one for now, at least. Well, enough moping around, I guess. Let me see, which is gonna be next. When the alarm sounds, that's the combat section. Doomsday in the day after. That is Kiperina's one, and for 2 weeks. Okay, I'll see you everyone in 2 weeks for the next part of Reverse 1999. Ciao. Hopefully I won't cry. Ciao. For real this time.